welcome to Westside Comedy. This is Maggie's Mashup. I hope you're in the right place. Yeah? Everybody in the right place? Did you guys know on this show tonight that we have a lottery spot? So if you are very brave or you want to pull a prank on one of your friends, I'm sure you want to do that on your lovely wife, right? Yeah. You can put your name in that basket over here, and a couple of comics in, we're going to choose somebody out of the hat, and they can come up here and try this out. Anybody brave enough? Yeah, help yourself over here, all right? It's right there, you guys, right there. So I'm Maggie Hyde, your host. Yeah, welcome. I'm so excited that you guys are here tonight. We have an amazing lineup of comics, voices from all over the place. We have Jeff Dye headlining, he's amazing. You're in for a real treat. So a little about me, you guys. I'm a single mom. And you know what? It's hard being a parent. You have to pretend to enjoy all those things your kids enjoy, like kids' birthday parties, play dates, their father. But you know what? I do surprisingly well on dating apps, and I think it's because my profile says that I don't want kids. Then they find out it's because I have 4. Yeah, I know 4 sounds like a lot, and it is, but I love being a mom. And you know what they say about having kids? It's a lot like making pancakes. First one's kind of fucked up. Probably should have thrown it away. As far as I know, it's still legal to laugh at that joke, guys. But I think having kids is a lot more like eating pancakes. You always regret having your 4th one. In case you guys are wondering, none of my pancakes like that joke. Especially my first pancake. And she just had a really big birthday, you guys. She just turned 30. I know. It's unbelievable, right? I couldn't believe it. And I felt like as a mom, it was like about time I sat her down and gave her some real motherly advice. So I was like, honey, it's about time you started lying about your age. So I don't have to quit lying about mine. Yeah. It's fun being a mom, right? Actually, another one of my pancakes is here tonight. You guys? Yeah, my son Jackson is here tonight. He's very, very brave, you know, but my kids hate that I do stand-up. Yeah. The only thing that would be worse to them is if I did porn. Yeah. And you know, it's really interesting being a mom these days. It's the craziest thing how explicit sex education has become, you guys. My 12-year-old daughter came home from school and told me that her sex ed teacher had taught them what a blowjob was, and even showed them pictures. And I was like, I believe that they need to know where babies come from, but like, does someone need to show them how to orchestrate a threesome? I mean, really, right? When did Pornhub become required reading? You know? Is that why they all need iPads? Yeah. I guess 12 in LA is like 30 anywhere else. Yeah. I bought her tickets to see Taylor Swift, and she sold them so that she could go see Tony Robbins. Yeah, I guess we're a little new agey in our house, you know? And maybe it's gone a little too far. I mean, the other day I walked into her room and she was eating her American Girl dolls in a pretend ayahuasca ceremony. You know what? And it's crazy, the backstory on these dolls that they make up. I mean, they have one doll named Tenny, who I think is loosely based on Taylor Swift. You know, they can't use her name or anything, but she's a singer-songwriter from Tennessee who dates John Mayer. It's okay, everybody's John Mayer, except for me. That's right, he's just too old for me. That's right, you guys, I really like dating younger guys. Yeah, you know, but it's kind of sad because, you know, they're always like bound to do something insensitive, say something stupid, get grounded. And in case you're feeling a little worried about me talking about dating younger guys in front of my son, my kids and I have sort of an arrangement. When I got divorced and was dating again, they were like, you can date anyone you want, just don't date anyone close to our age. I'm fine, except for, you know what? They kept getting older and the guys kept getting younger. So I was like, I think it's time to renegotiate this. How about you get to keep living in my house and I'll date whoever the fuck I want? Yeah, gosh, kids, and it's hard even with older kids these days. I mean, you know, at being an older parent now, I mean, we used to sit down to the table and say grace, and now we just say fuck it. And my son, who's sitting over here, recently told me that every girl he's ever been with has asked him to choke them. And I told one of my girlfriends this, and she was like, well, did you ask him why he thought that was okay? And I was like, the choking part or the telling me about it part? I guess they like to overshare or something. But kids these days, you know, they all are like love to overuse the word trauma, right? And like my 12-year-old, I'm like, Sadie, you are not traumatized because I won't take you to Starbucks. You're traumatized because your parents are divorced. Yeah, that's right, you guys. I've been married twice. It turns out you can actually get worse at something. But I think we learn a lot from our failures, right? And there are all these awards for success, but where are the awards for failure? I mean, that's an award I would really know how to accept. I'd be like, I'd like to thank my parents for all of their emotional neglect. And I'd like to thank my children for never failing to be harder on me than they are on their father. But most of all, I'd like to thank myself for never failing to be a victim. Thank you, yeah. So I don't know about you guys, but I have been obsessed and binge watching cult documentaries. Anybody into these? The Vow, Holy Hell, Scientology ones? I've watched them all. And I think I'm drawn to them because several years ago, I was in a self-help group that turned out to be a cult. Yeah, I know. But in my defense, I was at a very low, vulnerable point in my life. It's called a sexless marriage. And I had just gotten bangs. Yeah. You completely understand. You've had that problem, sir, right? Yeah, you just didn't want to go out after that. No selfies, only dick pics, right? Yes, yeah. Anyway, you know what? The cult I was in, though, didn't engage in anything like really sexually perverse, you know? Which was a little sad, because if you're going to waste 2 years of your life, you might as well get laid. But this cult did engage in excruciatingly long hugs. To the point I was like, why don't you just put it in already? But you know what? There are cults all around us. A girlfriend of mine just joined a group, and she gives them money once a month. She does back-breaking work for them, and she even recruits her friends. And I'm like, babe, you're in a cult. And she's like, Maggie, it's CrossFit. Yeah, if you have to keep telling everybody you're not in a cult, you're definitely in a cult, for sure. But I'm not just a mom, you guys. I'm also a dog mom. Any crazy dog people out here? Yeah? Do you have dog birthday parties? That far?
I know. Yeah, no, I haven't celebrated.
No, not yet? Me neither. I haven't gone that far, but did give my Chihuahua a quinceañera. As her adopted mom, I felt like I had to honor her heritage. Yeah, but I do think that my boyfriend is jealous of my dogs. You know, I home cook their meals. They sleep in my bed. I actually love them. But you know what? I don't just have dogs, you guys. I have 3 dogs and 3 cats, which means like I have a zoo. That's why I don't need a husband. I just have a hot veterinarian. Yeah. I feel like I have the Brady Bunch of animals. And if I had a theme song, it would be something like this. Do you guys want to hear it?
Yes.
Yeah. There was a story about a divorced lady who was bringing up 3 very cuddly dogs. All of them were little bitches like their mother. The youngest one, a cunt. Until the one day when this lady met 3 kittens that were living out on the streets all by themselves. Now they're all sleeping in her bed together. And that's the way her sex life came right to a halt. It's all their fault. It's all their fault. That's right, you guys. I'm just one bad day away from buying a dog stroller. Yes. Thank you. You're a fellow dog lover, right? Yes, yeah. Do they sleep in your bed too?
Not anymore, but my friend has got a cat stroller.
A cat stroller? I think that might be worse than a cat on a leash. Yeah. If man on a leash, I'm all for. Anyway, so I mentioned that I like dating younger guys, but there is one thing I really hate, you guys, and it's the term cougar. How do you guys feel about this? You know, it's that derogatory term for women who like to date younger. Did you guys know this is a Canadian import? It comes from Canada, just like maple syrup and Wayne Gretzky, just not as sweet. You know, this term implies that we're desperate and predatory, which we are. But that is not the point. The reason I don't like it is there's not an equally derogatory term for men who like to do this. I mean, what do we call a man who likes to do this? A Mormon? A Mormon? Leonardo DiCaprio? Daddy? Yeah. But have you guys been getting a lot of packages lately? And by packages, I mean dick pics. No. Still no. Nothing? Do you like them? No, not at all. Never a fan. Well, you know what? I do like dick pics. They don't turn me on, but they do cheer me up, you guys. And I've seen some really creative ones. I've seen dicks photographed next to wine bottles and salad tongs. But by far my favorite was a dick photographed next to a bottle of Lysol. I was like, ooh, big and clean. Well, I haven't been getting enough dick pics, so I like to give my number out at shows. Can you guys help me with this? It's 8675309. Can you guys help sing me off the stage? It's 8675309. 8675309. I'll scroll through your dick pics while I drink my wine. 8675309. I love to do that song at shows because I know if a guy thinks that's my real number, he's actually young enough for me. All right, you guys. It's time to get this party started.